everybody, welcome to the Media Expert Online edition. So I'm very excited today to have a person here that needs no introduction, a prominent businessman and a very well known in the hospitality industry. He's the executive chairman of Grand Thornton and the vice chairman of Vietnam Tourist Board Association, Mr. Ken Atkinson. Welcome to the Media Expert, Ken.
Thanks, Mauro. It's great to be participating.
Good. So, brief, short interview for you with our usual 3 questions. We'd like then to start on a general. How are you doing? How your team is doing, and the business, and what are you making the best out of this time?
Okay. Yeah, the team. I'm doing well. The team's doing well. I think we're getting used to this new regime, working from home. Although quite a few of the audit and the tax teams are rotating into the office. We're surprisingly still very busy. Obviously, we've been through the end of the audit and tax season, so the audit and tax teams have been pretty busy up till certainly the middle of April. Advisory has been, surprising that we're still getting a lot of inquiries and sending out a lot of proposals. So that really hasn't slowed down too much. There's obviously a slowdown in some of the M&A transactions that we're working on due to people not being able to have face-to-face meetings. I've noticed that quite a few of the Japanese in particular are not used to having online meetings, and they struggle a little bit with it. But overall, I think things seem to be holding up reasonably well.
Okay, good to have good news. I think for us it's a similar. So everybody that, especially the consultancy, whatever people are planning medium and long term, they are not that affected into this situation. Okay, talking about the future and the recovery, everybody is asking the same question. When do we see the recovery and how this recovery will be? So in your opinion, will we see a fast comeback to the hospitality, or it will take a bit longer, let's say next year, to see the same number, or maybe we never come back at the number that we were before? What's your opinion, Ken?
Yeah, that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, my view personally is that we're going to see more of a V-shaped recovery. And there's been a couple of interesting articles on what people are calling revenge travel. I'd prefer to call it pent-up demand, but I think domestic travel will be the first to come back. And I suspect that will come back quite strongly. International will start with regional, and I think it will be more of a country-by-country approach in the sense of who can show that they've really got COVID under control, and that we're not going to be allowing an importation of COVID cases by opening up the air routes and the borders. Global, I think, or long-haul travel may take till certainly towards the end of Q4 or early 21 before that really bounces back. And then, of course, we don't know whether we're going to get another bout of COVID or something similar. So I think that's a little bit more uncertain.
And do you feel that the hotel owners are just waiting, or they start to be worried, or do you feel that they know that it's going to be a recovery?
No, I think particularly in Vietnam, I think people are always very, very optimistic, and I think people are generally just waiting to resume normal life, and that obviously. In Vietnamese context, is a lot of socializing and coffees and beers and going out to restaurants. But it may take a little time before people feel totally confident to get back into that mode of life.
Yes, we all can't wait to go back to have a good restaurant meal or a few drinks. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Looking into the last part of the interview, the future of investment and development. So looking at probably 2021, we feel that there may be a lot of distress coming globally in terms of just hotel. Some investors, they may see opportunity, others, they may be scared by the whole future of hospitality. What is your opinion into the investment market, hotel investment market in the future?
Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity. And I've had a few calls with hotel developers or investors. And I was on a global call last night with Grant Thornton member firms. So, yeah, I think there are some investors and private equity funds that are cashed up and will be looking for those opportunities. There's going to be a lot of what I would call good quality assets with good management that are going to be going through this stress. But I think a lot of them, of course, are going to be looking to finance rather than sell. So I think, you know, people can come to the market with a good financial product designed to help people through the next 2 to 3 years. That's where I think the opportunities would really be.
And Vietnam compared to a country like Thailand, do you think it has this charm in terms of investment? People will still prefer Vietnam, or because of a lot of opportunity will open up, then they will put the attention into other markets?
I don't think Vietnam will lose any of its attraction, and I think it may actually gain from the fact that it's handled the situation very, very well. Containment and prevention of the spread of COVID has been very successful when you compare it to a lot of other countries, and it hasn't got the recognition it deserves, I don't think, in the international coverage. But nevertheless, I think people have taken, you know, confidence from the way the governments handle things here.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. And again, I think everybody will love your optimism, and we all need a good of optimism for next year. I think it's
yeah. I've got a bottle of it in the bar if you want some.
Okay, yeah, we all need a few drinks on that. So thank you very much, Ken, to join us today. We will see you in our event and webinar. Hopefully you'll come as a part of our panel. It's always great to have your opinion into the market to really help Vietnamese developer and investor to keep moving forward. Thank you very much, Ken.
Thanks, Mauro. Thanks.
Thank you.